I'm Evelyn, the founder of Abaphumeleli, a non-profit organization. At present, I've got 32 children. They are here for stay full-time until they're 26 years old, because I can be with them now when they are still small, and when they are grown up, 18 years, like the people of social development say, when a child are 18 years, he must go home or whatever, I don't know where. So I and Jutta plan to do a transmission home for the bigger children, so that my work can't be in vain to just let them go and they become street kids again. So it's better for them to be in the transmission home so that they can stand on their own feet and to look after themselves, and to, if they want to go to school to further their studies, they can do that. And I can see them going forward in the way I want them to be. I want them to be something. I don't want just them to brought them up and end up again on streets. That's what I don't want that. That's why we opened that transmission homes for the adults, for the bigger children. My desire for the children is to make them to feel proud of themselves and not to let them down, and because they are orphans, some of them have parents, but there's no one who can look after them. So, and I want them to be just on a safe place and to be educated. I started in 2003. My late daughter was still alive at that time. May her soul rest in peace. At that time, I was watching TV and I see a boy in Joburg was tied on a tree by the grandmother. And I talk with my late daughter. I tell her, if I were there, I will take that boy and keep that boy until the grandmother comes from her shopping or wherever she's going. And she asked me, why don't you do that here? Because here in Cape Town is children like that too who needs you if you want to do something like that. And I said, oh, I will think about that. And she just stand up and go to her room and come back with a jersey and say, let's go. And I asked her, where are we going? She said, you will see. And when we go off to the taxi and we go straight to social development. And when I get there, I said, what must I do now here? And she said, no, go and tell them you want to look after children. And I said, oh my goodness, but I can't turn back because I'm already there. We go in there and I talk with one social worker, Mrs. Mapokate, and she's telling me, okay, you can just stand there. I will announce with a speaker for everyone to take notice of you. And then she do it, and she said, yes, Mrs. Evelyn Makasi, she wants to look after children. She don't have a space now, but she will use her own house. So I want you guys to go over there and to see if the place is right to accommodate children. And okay, and I give them my numbers and everything, address, and we come back home. I was just busy to put water on to make coffee and the phone rings. Evelyn, we've got a baby girl here, 1 day old. And I said, oh my goodness, what I'm going to do now, because you see, I'm not prepared. I didn't think it would be so quick. I was thinking maybe it will be like a long process, because they must first come and see and then they can bring children, but it wasn't like that. I said, okay, you can bring the baby, and they bring the baby girl, and I gave her name Okuhle. Yeah, that means beautiful things. All to find out Okuhle's mother wasn't well when she give birth to the child. So she just gave birth and stand up and go. And her mother says, what happened with you? Where's the baby? No, I don't know where's the baby. And all along, the people take the baby and take her to the hospital, and then that's where the social workers find the baby and bring her to me. And I was staying with her for 3 months because they was tracing to see where is the child. After that, they find me and the social worker. They come and fetch Okuhle. Yeah, and that's when I started to, with all the children, and the children just come in like, I don't know. And my husband got a garage. I said he must take out his car and we do touch-ups in the garage. And I used my garage and the granny flat of my late daughter. And she said, I will come to stay in the house, you can use the flat. And I used the flat because the children were so, it was like bees in my house, in my garage. There's a lot of children. There's a lot of children who are in need, really. From there, I was going on and on and on, and I get a place here next door. We call it the Blue House, where I started. And from the Blue House, I've got a lot of children. Every social worker comes in with children every time, every day, more special at weekends, because our daughters just want to go and enjoy themselves at weekends. So at weekends, we've got a lot of children. Monday or Tuesday, they go back. Some of them just stay. From there, I got this place. This land, I'm leasing it. People comes from Germany in a very big bus, and Jutta was there. And then that is the day I met Jutta. And she was talking with my daughter-in-law, and I was talking with the other group. And then my daughter-in-law say, Mama, we've got someone who will help us out for the bigger children. And I was happy to meet Jutta at that time, and we talk and we bond, and we are still bond, and I'm her sister and she's my sister. So we are working together for years. I don't know how many years, maybe 7 or 8 years, but we are together as a family. So, and Jutta built that place that continues seas for the transmission. At that time, she's got a girl called Phumla. And then Phumla, she brought Phumla here to stay with us, but unfortunately, she passed away. And that's why we use that transmission home, Abba Phumeleli, Phumla's home, Jutta's, how can I say it? That is for Jutta's child. So I've got my children in the transmission, and I've got my children here at Canada. As you see, it's Canada. Was sponsored by people of Canada, Steve, and then that is the Blue House. I start all my hard work, and it was so difficult for me at first, because I don't know where to go. I don't know how to find sponsors. I don't know, before Jutta comes, I don't know what to do, but I was trying and get here a little and get there, and the people here in the community, they help out with clothing for them and all that, and at school, and things just get together, if you are praying to God and ask for help, because it's not it's not me who wants to do that. It's His work. He puts His finger and say, Evelyn, at such time, you are going to be a founder of so much children, and you will have people who are going to help you out. That is He who was talking, was the one who chose me to do that, because I am a mother of only 2 boys. I've got my stepdaughter who passed away. The one was next to me, and we love each other very, very much. Because I don't have daughters, she was the only daughter of my husband, late husband. I am still here, and I was young at that time, but now I am getting older, still very strong at doing everything. We've got this building from Jutta. We didn't give it a name yet, but I say it's a Germany building. It is so beautiful, so you see like a voila. So because of Jutta, my lovely, lovely Jutta, my sister, and Rolf, and my 2 sons of the transmission home, they was the people who built that. And I'm so happy and thankful for Rolf to take them in, to learn, to teach them how to do stuff, so that they can stand on their feet one day and build their own houses. When I went to the social workers with my late daughter, I feel that is my calling, because my late father was doing the same thing, not as for to take little children. There was always people who like to get lost, you see, or like to pass by our house and leave all the houses and just come straight to my father's house and ask for help. My father was a very good man, and may his soul rest in peace, and he is with me every step of the way. I take it from him because he loves people a lot, and if someone is in need, he likes to help out. So, and when I go there at social development, I think, okay, here it goes. I'm my father's daughter. I must take what I'm being given by him. And then I go in there, and there was even no struggling or no nothing. They don't even need paperwork or whatever. And I said, this is my calling. Because if it wasn't, they will ask for this, Mrs. Makazi, give me this, give me that, give me that. You see? Yeah, so they didn't do that because why? It is my calling. It wasn't my calling. It is, and it still is my calling. You see? When the social workers come to my house to observe and see if my place is safe, and yeah, they come and see the place is safe. There was already, Okuhle was already there. So they come after her, and they see the place is fine, and they said, oh, Mrs. Makasi, your place is good and great and all that. And the room was with beds, and my husband bring beds from his workplace. The small beds, he was working for in English. The people makes the roads, you see, yeah, so they've got many beds, extra beds there. And then he brings for me from that beds, and we just decorate the rooms very beautifully. And so when they get there, the social worker, they see, okay, everything is in place. And they said, okay, Mrs. Makasi, now we see your place, and we want you to be registered, and you do all the paperwork and all that, so that we can be with you full time. And that was, I do that, or I get registered, and I get my NPO, and I get my constitution. I've got everything. I've got my board members, just everything. Yeah, so it happened so fast. Everything happened so fast, and when you apply for a certificate, it takes a long time. But mine was just 1 week, and you see my things just go like, I don't know, like quick.